Hello, everyone. Here I am today again. It's 11:30 a.m. Central Time, and I'm here to talk to you today on Facebook Live. I have to say, this is one of the fun things I do every month. I really enjoy bringing information and empowering you. So we're going to talk about sleep today. But before I delve into that, I do want to tell you that the allergy season is starting now. And if you or your loved one is sniffling or sneezing a lot, that is the reason why. Most likely it's not a cold. Even though school just started, it most likely is allergies. But I do want you to pay attention and see if they develop other symptoms. If you haven't gotten our allergy drops yet, please call our office and get it. We have done a Facebook Live before on allergies and also the remedies to alleviate the symptoms that you are having currently, or you might have. It is in the video section of our Facebook page. So we will also add the link to that video in the comments at the end of this Facebook Live, so you can access that and get relief from the symptoms. Do definitely go out. Don't stop yourself from going out just because there is more pollen in the air. And don't curse Texas. It's not just Texas's fault. It's the warm weather or the longer growing season that actually causes more pollen and more flowers to be blooming. That is the reason why many people have allergies here. But it's still, again, our immunity that needs to be addressed and not Texas. Okay. So let's talk about sleep now. So we all sleep every night, hopefully. So we all know about it, right? Some of you may need plenty of sleep. Some of you may need less, but everyone needs it. I need 8 hours of sleep, otherwise I'm cranky. So what is sleep? Why do we need it? Why do we need to talk about it today? What is a necessity? I mean, everybody knows about sleep. Everybody knows that you have to get it. But why am I talking about this today? So there are many reasons for it, because more and more I see people working harder, working longer hours, being stressed out more, not taking enough time to rest and recuperate. And that is definitely showing up in their health or the lack thereof. So more people are getting more stressed, more people are more anxious, they have more gut issues, they have more hypothyroidism, they have more lack of energy, adrenal exhaustion, and so on and so forth. And so that was the reason why I thought this was very important to talk about. And even actually Alzheimer's, if I have to go to that extreme, yes. If you don't get enough sleep in your younger days, then you may be a candidate for developing Alzheimer's eventually, when there are other things that's also playing a role in it. Because it is a time, sleep is a time when your body recuperates from a day's work. It is a time to also create memory and sort the junk from the precious. So without getting proper sleep or going through the different cycles of sleep, one can have poor tissue repair and or memory problems, low immune system function, hypothyroidism, poor adrenal function, low tolerance to stress, mood disorders, and so on and so forth. And I think that's a lot to say. And when people have even allergies for that matter right now, that's a hypersensitive immune system response, which is actually not optimal. And just getting enough sleep might help you there as well. So we need to definitely talk about sleep and how it's imperative that we get enough sleep and good quality sleep. So a lot of people actually these days wear those Fitbits and those watches that can track your sleep and so on and so forth. I mean, it is a good and a bad thing at the same time. Yes, sometimes these machines can actually help us identify things that we didn't know existed, that we are not sleeping well and so on and so forth. But you do have an inbuilt mechanism that tells you whether you actually slept well or not. When you wake up in the morning, you're able to get up and do things, and you don't feel like, oh my God, I just want to sleep another 4 hours. That's usually indicative that you have gotten good quality sleep. Many of these tools have not only, I mean, in some cases it has helped, but in many cases it has actually been a cause of anxiety. A lot of people actually look at their watch. I mean, they might have even felt better when they woke up, but they look at their watch and it says that they only got 3 hours of quality sleep. And now they actually feel more stressed that they didn't get sleep. that contributes to more feeling tired than them not getting enough sleep. Then again, I'm not saying that you should actually get rid of them, or you should be worried about all of this constantly. But I just want you to make a good decision on whether to wear them all the time or not, especially if it causes stress for you. So, what is a good time to sleep? And how many hours of sleep should one get? I often say this, the advent of electricity has been very recent. We have only had it for 100 years, or a little more. But so the lights that we have, the lights that adorn our houses, the beautiful chandeliers and all the different light fixtures we have essentially made our day longer. So people can actually accomplish more. They are spending more time in the midst of the light. And your body, though, actually starts winding down when it starts getting dark outside. And there's a mechanism behind this. See, inside your brain, right here actually, there is a gland called as a pineal gland. And this pineal gland is responsible for producing melatonin. And this pineal gland receives information from your eyes. So when it starts getting dark outside, what our eyes say is that it's getting dark. And so your pineal gland starts producing a chemical called as melatonin. And this melatonin, as we all know, you might have heard of this word before, is actually responsible for you starting to feel sleepy. So many a times when people actually skip that, they say, oh, I feel sleepy around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., but I have to watch TV because this is my time to do that. Or I have to do my office work because this is the time I have to do it. I understand, I have two kids as well. I do understand the downtime that adults want, some relaxation time to do things and so on and so forth. But we have to understand at what cost are we going to get that. So when we watch TV, when we actually, have a lot of lights in the house, that keeps it very bright. And if you keep pushing your sleep time to much later, what happens is the quality of sleep and the different cycles that it needs to go through does not happen. So which means that not only are you going to feel tired when you wake up in the morning, but you're also creating a pattern in your body where your body says, okay, this is time to produce melatonin because I see that it's getting dark outside. But then again, this melatonin is going to get reabsorbed every time you stay up later, that your body doesn't produce melatonin when it actually starts getting dark outside. Now you have created a habit where you cannot go to sleep until 11, 12, which means that you're actually interrupting these sleep cycles, which means you're not going to be able to have a good memory that is being created on a regular basis. So it creates all sorts of problems. And of course, most people don't wake up feeling rested and refreshed and energized. Most people wake up like, oh my God, do I have to go through another day? And of course, we don't want you to be that, right? I want you to actually have energy. I want you to feel great. I want you to go through the day feeling awesome. And for that to happen, sleep is very, very essential. So when your body is slowing down, pay attention. That's all I'm asking you to do, because your body knows when you have done enough. It starts slowing down. It tells you that, I'm done. I'm feeling tired. I want to go rest. Yes, there might be, dishes in the sink once. I'm not saying every day, but if it's there once in a week or so, it's not the end of the world. Or if there is one call that you did not make, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That is very essential in order for you to function optimally, in order for you to have better tissue repair, for you to actually heal. Even if, especially if you're fighting any kind of diseases, or if you have any kind of chronic diseases, sleep is essential to heal. Without this, you cannot heal. So many processes takes place during this time that your body essentially heals during this time. And if you take away, chip off even that little bit of time that we have, which is only, a portion of our day, right? In 24-hour period, we only get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So you do have 16 hours to do all the things that you need to do. It's only 1/3 of the day. It's not really asking for much, but it's essential that you get sleep, you get good quality sleep. So invest in a good mattress if your mattress is not good. Invest in a thin blanket if you get hot. Invest in a thick comforter, which is cotton or so on and so forth, that can actually keep you comfortable if you get cold. But keep yourself comfortable and get good night's sleep. So when you wake up, you are ready to conquer the day. And as always, I'm ready to take on any questions that you have. We are here to answer any questions that may or may not be related to sleep. Even if it's something else, I would be happy to answer them. And as I mentioned before, at the end of this Facebook Live, we will have the link posted about the allergies FB Live we did before. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them on the comment section. I'll be able to read it and answer those questions. Okay, seems like we have no questions. So I'm happy to be with you today again, and I will see you next month on the first Wednesday at 11:30. Thank you.